Most Etsy sellers try to optimize their ads inside the ads dashboard, but that's not where the optimization happens. If we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Sarah, and I help Etsy sellers increase their traffic and sales by optimizing their listings so when they're ready to use ads to scale, they're actually profitable. So today I want to walk you through how to optimize your Etsy ads, and the answer is probably simpler and more foundational than you expect. If you want your ads to be profitable, the first thing you have to do is improve your conversion rate, because your conversion rate determines how many clicks you need to get a sale. And when you're running Etsy ads, clicks cost money. So let's run through the numbers. We're going to run through an example with a 1% conversion rate first. If you have a 1% conversion rate, that means you need 100 clicks to get a sale. If each click costs 30 cents, and this is just an example, the cost per click can be higher or lower than that. That means before you even factor in your product cost and Etsy fees and shipping and all of the other expenses you have, you're paying $30 for that sale. 100 clicks times 30 cents is $30. For so many shops that will completely wipe out any profit that you have. Now let's look at an example with a 5% conversion rate. At 5%, you only need 20 clicks to get a sale. 20 clicks times 30 cents is $6. That is a massive difference for the same product, the same ad spend per click or CPC. That's completely different profitability. This is why Etsy ads will not fix a weak listing. They're just going to expose them. If your photos are unclear, if your pricing feels off, if buyers do not quickly understand what they're getting, you will pay more per sale for running Etsy ads. So before you increase your ads budget, you want to make sure that you improve your main thumbnail photo and your overall listing strength and optimization, because the higher your conversion rate, the cheaper your ads become. So now let's talk about the second piece, and this is just as important. The Etsy ads platform is not as advanced as Amazon or Facebook. You do not get detailed audience targeting. You do not get to choose your placement. You do not get to control your cost per click. The way that ads work is that Etsy will look at your listing, including your tags, your titles, your descriptions, and they'll decide which keywords to advertise you for. So if your listing is not optimized correctly, you might find that your budget is not being spent every day, or it may get spent on really weak, broad, and expensive keywords. That's going to lead to you running ads and either your budget not being used or being used without you getting a sale. And again, that's a listing optimization issue, not an ads issue. So your job is to make sure that your keywords really match what buyers are searching and that your product line supports those keywords, because Etsy can only advertise you based off what it understands about your listing. And listen, this is why ads feel so frustrating for so many sellers. We don't have a lot of control to make them work exactly like we want them to. So just a reminder, if you want your ads to be profitable, you have to focus on two things. Increase your conversion rate so you get fewer clicks per sale, and strengthen your keywords so Etsy advertises you for the right searches. If you aren't sure if you're ready to run ads on Etsy, or if you have run them and they weren't profitable, that's usually a sign that your foundation of your listings and of your shop needs a bit of work. Inside my free masterclass, I'm going to walk you through the visibility framework that I use with my students to help them get daily organic sales through Etsy search. You can register for free at sarahjwagner.com/free class or find the link in the description of this video. I would absolutely love to see you there. And if you're currently running Etsy ads, I want you to tell me in the comments, or if you're listening in your favorite podcast player, feel free to DM me on Instagram, because I want to know what your conversion rate is, because that number tells you almost everything you need to know about whether your ads can be profitable or not. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next week.